I just dropped $7,000 on this guitar. So I have been searching and searching for a long time now for the Les Paul. And I played everything from the basic Epiphone line to the Gibson Murphy Lab and the Custom Shop RO and R9 reissues, trying to figure out what exactly I want in a Les Paul guitar. I decided that what I was really after was a 60 style Les Paul with the thinner neck profile, the slightly not a million pound weight that most of the Les Pauls tend to be, and something that had a really nice burst to it, something that I can really grow into and that'll age naturally over time, and something that just really sings and responds without being too heavy. Now I know that I just made an entire video shitting all over PRS for using their new cab over nitro finish, but I'll tell you why. I bought this Les Paul because I wanted something that looked, sounded, and felt like a vintage guitar would, right? Meanwhile, PRS is constantly praising their innovation and how they move forward with every new product in guitar. So going back to nitro just really wasn't the right move for them. Plus, I had no way of knowing that when I bought the PRS because it was during the transition era. I knew exactly what I was getting into with this Les Paul, and I couldn't be happier. So let's talk about why I chose this specific Les Paul. Basically, it comes down to three things. One, the weight. The lighter a guitar is, the more resonant it is. That's just fact. I mean, you can disagree with me all you want, but the lighter my guitar is, the more resonant it is. That's why my acoustic guitars sound so great. That's why my Valentine is so loud. Novo guitars are the loudest guitars I've ever played unplugged. And I truly believe that that goes for Les Pauls as well. There was a big craze in the 70s with having the heaviest Les Paul because it had the most tone, but so many of those guitars are so dead sounding because of the weight. So I think the best Les Paul clocks in somewhere between 7 and 8.5 pounds, if I'm being totally honest. This one clocks in around 8.5 or so. It fits perfectly on my leg, it sits really balanced, and it doesn't feel too heavy while standing up. It weighs really not much more than the PRS that I have. 2, the neck profile. For me, it's got to be the 60 slim taper neck. The V2 or the V3 are fine. It just allows you to really comfortably grab the guitar, do all of your bends and leads without feeling like you're playing an antique baseball bat size neck. The R7s and R8s have such big necks, it makes the guitar just not that enjoyable, in my opinion. But again, your mileage may vary. And last but not least, the look. For me, if I want a Les Paul that looks like it's old, it's got to have the right kind of burst. I think this pattern is great. It's not too wide of a flame, but it's also not too plain. The back of the guitar has beautiful figuring. Like, look at this wood. I also like the fact that there's a little bit of oxidation on the bridge and the tuners. It just kind of adds to that whole old look. And all in all, this looks like a guitar from the 1960s. I just have to put the wear and tear on it myself, and it'll be good to go. The exact guitar that I purchased was a 2022 Gibson Les Paul Custom Shop 1960 historic, made-to-measure 70th anniversary guitar. It features a beautiful washed VOS finish on a stellar flamed maple top with aged nickel hardware. It features the comfortable 60s slim taper neck profile and an Indian rosewood fretboard with 22 medium jumbo nickel frets, a mahogany body, one-piece mahogany neck with hide glue neck construction, and a historic long neck tenon. Gibson custom bucker bass and treble pickups that you find in the Murphy Lab guitars. CTS pots and paper and oil caps. Gold top hats with silver insert knobs. Kluson Deluxe vintage tuners with double rings, and a beautiful deluxe hard shell case. Let's go through my rig real quick. We're going to be plugging this beautiful Gibson Custom Shop RO into my Fractal Audio Axe effects for a couple effects, straight into my Mesa Boogie JP2C that's going back into the Fractal with the John Petrucci cabs that come with the Fractal. So we're hearing full tube goodness through some really high quality speaker cabinet impulse responses and no post-processing. So let's go check that out. So all in all, I feel pretty happy with this purchase. This is what a Les Paul is supposed to look like, in my opinion, and it also sounds like what a Les Paul is supposed to sound like. It should kind of sound like a Telecaster on steroids. A nice, beefy, full, warm, full-range guitar that feels like an old friend in the hand, doesn't weigh too much, and just really rings and resonates. What is your favorite Gibson Les Paul? You gotta let me know in the comments section below. Do you guys like this guitar? I think you do, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on the video, right? So take 2 seconds, let me know your thoughts below. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. I keep on hitting this microphone. According to my analytics, about 90% of you who watch my videos on a regular basis are not subscribed. Take 2 seconds, hit that button, it helps me out more than you can possibly know. If you want more content on the regular, you can follow me on social media. Those links are in the description box as well. Until next time, everyone, keep on following your dreams.